There's a heap of weapons stuck to one mountain kind of thing. The special shot on that. So is it too much of a reveal if you talk about that?
No, I mean it's not a big reveal, but there's a lot which we've placed a lot of the story on that as well. There's no deity worship, so there is no belief in God as such. So what they believe is in
steel.
The ancestorial, steel.
Like Conan, they believe in.
So set in which century this is?
This, have you said what time it is?
No, 80s and 90s.
80s and 90s.
This is set in, I mean like a little bit of the early 80s and the early 90s or the late 90s.
Okay.
So it's an 80s and 90s.
But a very remote place.
But a very remote place where, I mean, I see there are a lot of villages still, especially in South India also, I think it's there in North as well, that they don't worship a god as such. So there are, in Telugu we call them Grama Devatalu.
Yeah.
In Hindi,
Gram Devata.
Yeah. So it's like that. So they worship their ancestral weapons.
Yeah.
So there is no deity worship as such. So for them, that weapons are the most precious.
Okay.
I mean, and they're ready to go to any extent for those weapons.
But whatever the ritual, you understand that it's a ritual. You're bowing to something. So who you're praying to and all, I mean, it comes through that it is about prayer.
Yes.
And like a kind of tribal group, people will connect emotionally to everything that they're going through because the basic drive is the same, whether it's greed or it's power or whether it's wanting to be the strongest or to control it. In that sense, to give an example of another film, even a film like Apocalypto, sounded like an alien setup, but then when you saw it, it's just like looking at people next door also.
Yeah, exactly.
So connection is there.
Rooted,
But it's a very interesting visual. The costumes that we wore, the clothes were really basic, and it's almost like tribal pirates, in a way.
Exactly.
This movie. So it's got its own universe, which is always nice. The kind of visual palette and your production designs, Abu Sir, and you really presented something that looks stylish and watchable in terms of visually. And at the same time, emotionally, it's got the strongest score ever because it's about all these basic emotions like fear and power and revenge. And,
I think today audiences, they're liking when you actually take them into a very fictitious world.
Because the theaters, right?
Yeah.
The lights go out. And
and then you're in that world and you don't want to come out. So it's, I think it's like, if you actually relate to Batman, Gotham is nothing but downtown Chicago. Or it's Chicago. But it's Gotham. So I think there's a lot of a world play that is happening today in Indian cinema as well. If you look at movies like Bahubali, or you look at movies like Kalki. And in a way, even if you look at Animal, so though there are characters which are around us, but after a point of time in that film, you're just with Ran Vijay. You're just in his family. You're sitting in that room, in his house. So you just alienate people away from the present atmosphere and just take them into this fictitious world. So I think that's 15 minutes into Devra. You will be stuck in that world and you're going nowhere. You'll be there. You'll be in that world we've created.
Usually what happens in India, whenever we make a period film, some factor will jitter out. इसमें बहुत seamlessly जा रहा है सब कुछ. Costume, your special arms, background, nothing is popping out. That is, I really liked when I saw the first teaser and आपका भी जो teaser आया था. Nothing was popping out. I felt like everything was well balanced. The cinematography and production design.
They kept it quite basic, in the sense that if it's on the beach or the kind of village they live in, it was, you could maintain a look without risking that this car or something can stand out.
See, it's all about the character. See, they don't look very alien.
I was about to say that.
Janhvi, it's your first Telugu film?
Yes.
Sir, आपका भी first Telugu film?
And mine, Is it your first?
It is my first, yes.
So, how is the language, lip sync dialogues and all that? How it worked?
She's phenomenal.
Oh God.
She's phenomenal.
She was phenomenal.
With the memory and all.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked.
Janhvi sir used to call me tape recorder. After action, he said, okay, tape recorder on, and da-da-da-da-da-da used to come.
No, but लेकिन sir, I was shocked when I saw her. मतलब कि, you know, ये लड़की आई है बॉम्बे से.
But she's got
क्या
South
पता
Indian,
होगा?
South Indian roots.
हाँ, but
No?
But still,
Yeah.
sir, see,
course.
speaking in Telugu is sometimes, yeah, obviously, but she was just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a scene where this woman just went. She went all out. And Shiva was just looking at the monitor, and he was just looking at me from there. I was walking, just doing this. I was like, she was fabulous. I mean, I was shocked.
Can you say something nice about me as well?
My day is made. I feel like I can leave the interview now. I don't need to worry about anything. I'm-
Sir, I think
Okay, I have to-
Hamara camaraderie has to be experienced in the movie.
Shiva sir told me, he said, don't worry. I said,
mean,
what
but-
about language? What about language? So he said, listen, don't worry. You can speak maybe Hindi or you can speak English, but it's just easy. Just come, just do. Firstly, when I was approached for the film, it was a great honor. I love Hyderabad cinema, and I think it's the future of a lot of Indian, Bombay actors, I think, would be lucky and excited to be in a big Hyderabad movie.
Sure.
And I was very lucky to get this offer. But I was worried about this thing. And then you said, just turn up. It's going to be an easy experience. Don't worry about anything. He gave me the most passionate narration. Normally, my attention can wander. If it's not a great narration, I start feeling a little sleepy also. You know, I said, rather read. But it was a spellbinding narration, very emotional. And, you know, he came, we were shooting a film in Amritsar. And you must have said, you know, get Saif or something for this role. Yeah, obviously,
it was
you must have
it
thought
was a
of this.
mutual choice.
What
You
a
know, for me, I
compliment
could
for
never
me.